fellow modelers, as HPI guy would say. I have some bad news. So apparently, my son's birthday was the other day, and he's been asking about, because he builds models too, and I sell 3D printed parts, and he's been asking, how much for, this, that, and the other, and I've been kind of blowing him off a little bit because, dude, your birthday's coming up. So, instead, I gave him what he wanted. That was my wash and cure station, which I'll get to that here in a sec, what's happening. I gave him, we sat down, I said, hey, pick out what you want from my inventory that I can print for you. He's like, say what? You got it. I said, let's pick some stuff out. So we're going through the inventory, and he picked out an engine and a couple engines and a set of wheels and tires. And I went ahead and said, you know what, I'm going to throw some more stuff in. And he picked out the wheels and tires he wanted. It was one of my designs, and I printed it all for him, or rather tried to. Some of it came out. Some of it came out enough to be used, but I said, you know what, I will reprint it for you. Just use it on, one of your crappy, kits that just kind of a disappointment. So I'm gonna end up printing it again, but let me go ahead and just pop up these two images right here. As you can see, they yeah, fun times. During that print, something happened, and the FEP leaked all over the printer. So the first thing I cleaned out the off the FEP film, and I popped a hole in it, a big one, just to make sure nobody tries to put it back in there and do anything. But I cleaned that off. Hopefully the heating element didn't get damaged during the cleaning process, because I don't know how they got it in there, but I've got to get all that resin off before I can replace the FEP. I don't know where my FEP is, but that's okay. With the high, this printer has an extremely high suction, so I just ordered PFA instead. It'll be here tomorrow. I'll put that on. I'll start resuming printing the day after tomorrow. But what you heard is I've got my build plate in the wash and cure station, and the one side just completed. I got to flip it over into the other side. I just might as well get everything clean while it's there. The good news is I thought the screen was destroyed, but apparently there is a coating on the screen protector that they have taped down with Captain tape that have all the edges sealed, and so resin didn't get down in there. There might have been a tiny bit of leakage, but it's not getting near the circuitry. Got that all cleaned up, and I went to feel, just to kind of anger, and a big sheet of it pulled off. I was like, wait, what the fuck is going on here? And wouldn't you know it, it just peeled all off. All the cured resin on the screen peeled right off. I wish my Saturn S had been like that. So that's actually why I need a new screen for it. But this is factory FEP. You know what? If you buy one of these printers from Elegoo, and I had this problem with the Saturn S too, just don't even print with it. The printer's fine. If you get one of the new Saturn 4s, don't use Elegoo's slicer. Use Cheetahbox. And the first thing you should do, replace their FEP with PFA or some other, that cheap Chinese stuff from Temu or Wish actually works better than Elegoo's FEP. Elegoo's FEP is horrible, 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 and horrible. But yeah, so I ordered some PFA, which is better anyway for more industrial stuff and high-load printing. It's clear. Yeah, it's a little thicker, but you know what? With the auto leveling feature on this, not going to make any difference. So that's fine. But with the high suction, PFA release is a lot easier. So less chance of tearing prints and separation of layers. So anyway, that being said, the reason we are seeing this is we are going to start the build video on this. Mostly because, and I'm not going to start with the engine because I'm still not sure whether I'm using this engine or not, but I am going to start with, because I am going to design, instead of using one of the wheels and tire sets that I already have, that I've already made, I'm actually going to design my own, specifically for this kit. Not for any other kits, just for this. Now, I do actually have from Black Box, I do have the large version of these wheels, but I'm not going to use those. I'm actually building a 71 Demon with the larger wheels. It's the old AMT kit. It's a lot easier to put the wheels on. I'm actually doing that with those wheels and tires, and that is going to be slammed down, as this will be, but I'm doing this so I can actually get the measurements for the wheels and tires that I'm going to throw on here, because I want them to be different offsets, same diameter, different offsets, but and I want them to fit perfectly. So instead of starting on the engine, we are going to start on, so we're going to have the body out. We are going to have the body out. There we go. The floor pan, which is part of the body too. I'm going to go ahead and bring this bugger out. The front suspension out. And where is the stuff for the rear axle? We need it. Where is it? I know it's here somewhere. Because there we go. There it is. Alrighty. So, and there's the springs. Alright, so we are going to do this. We're going to get this mocked up so I can actually go ahead and do some measuring. Now, I am not... I'm actually going to go ahead... Now, if I were building this stock, I would not put this on right now, because this should be black. This should be gray with body color fogged in around the edges. That's for a stock factory car. I am not building this as a stock or factory car. I am building this as a custom. Well, custom. You know, full restoration and everything, you know, a resto mod. So I am not going to do that. Because it's not going to represent a concourse restoration. So there's no need for it. I'm going to do that. So this, I'm going to glue that on here, and this entire thing is, I'm going to really piss off the Mopar guys. I don't care. This is going to be black. Straight up black. Why? Because I want it black. Yeah, I could do a body color, but I don't know which color I'm going to do that. And I might do a body color. But either way, this would be body color as well. I'm not going to do them separate. Mostly I need to get it. I need it mocked up so I can actually put the proper wheels and tires on here. So I'm not going to go ahead and do this in a super long thing. I'm going to do this just kind of a more shorty one. So let's go ahead and queue up some tunage here and speed it up. Okay, so I have the basic measurements that I need. I'm going to go ahead and go design some wheels. I will not be printing them out right now, but I'll go ahead and I'll do the design of the wheels. And then there's the, if you're familiar with Fusion, there's kind of a timeline down on the bottom, and I might go ahead and actually just play a video of the timeline on screen, and add that to this. But that's the basics of the chassis and suspension. Everything's still drying. I put those in there to keep the back, to align it up, to make so that way I can make those measurements. The MEK dries pretty damn fast, so I can't lower this a whole lot. Just looks like maybe 3.5 to 4.5 millimeter drop, unless I go narrower on the front tires, which, I mean, that's not outside the realm of possibility, but that's going to be pushing it. Or I could make some modifications in here. I mean, I could cut away the inner fender wells, but, you know. Anyway, that's all for right now. If I did the Fusion, you can go ahead and check that out. Till then, please like and subscribe, and have a great afternoon.